Hello, everyone. Welcome to Amateur Statistics Scholars. I'm not even going to say the abbreviation or anything like that tonight. Pretty pretty serious night in the sports world, I would say. After currently it's 10:59 on January 2nd, 2023, and technically will be our debut on YouTube. I definitely wish it was not under these scenarios. This is what started as a really, it was an entertaining day in sports. Is That's all. None of that matters anymore. Obviously, everyone knows by now Damar Hamlin. The situation there collapsed during the Monday Night Football game, and is in critical condition currently at the University of Cincinnati Hospital. Still not heard very much about it after as far as that. We just know that he still remains in critical condition. I know there was reports that his vitals are back to normal. Those haven't been confirmed yet. The University of Cincinnati has also said that they're not going to give any, or the University of Cincinnati Hospital said they're not going to give any statement tonight, and that'll probably come in the morning. Obviously, the game postponed until further notice. We're not going to just talk about Hamlin tonight. That would be, I feel, a little not disrespectful, maybe a little distasteful, because you don't really want like to look like you're trying to I guess internet clout off of this, because this is just an absolutely just horrifying turn of events. We planned to do something all day, but no, this has happened. But it's just Luke. I'm here with Luke Edmonds, also of Amateur Statistics Scholars. I'll let you go ahead and have the floor for whatever you want.
Yeah, so I think Nolan hit it nail on the head. This was not the circumstances that we wanted to debut on. Um, I don't I don't think anybody would even have to cover this, whether it's your first or your 100,000th episode. This is just not something you want to have to cover. But with the platform that we're trying to build for ourselves, we want to cover sports, and on top of all of the championship winners and playoff game overtimes, there are also moments like this. Um, we will cover what's happening, but we'd also like to cover the positives that are coming out of this, because there are in 2020. Damar Hamlin started a GoFundMe to purchase toys for children in his community. Tonight, we can confirm that GoFundMe has reached the $1 million mark.
The
Both
link to
Bills
that
fans,
the link to that is going to be in the bio, by the way, of this. So just going to point that out.
the community, uh, Bills fans, Bengals fans, a fan of any team, just members of the football loving community, are all graciously donating to that. Um, the one thing that I'd like to make sure that I cover, first and foremost, is this: uh, NFL. You have the opportunity to do something now that many organizations don't have the opportunity to have a monumental moment that can push them to this. So you have the opportunity to make the most of a horrible situation. Players on the field tonight experienced something that, in my sports watching career, I have never seen. They were put under unprecedented circumstances, and one that I know I speak for both Nolan and myself, and I say we would never like to see again. Um, you have the opportunity to provide the the players, the faculty, the staff, the referees with the opportunity for counseling, uh, for the events of tonight, and for the stress that they put their bodies and minds and emotions on every single Sunday, Monday, and Thursday when we go out and they go out and they compete in the game that they love and we love to watch. Um, this is not how we wanted to start off 2023. This is not how we wanted our Bengals versus Bills first taste of the playoffs, two juggernauts game to go.
Not
But
the plan all night for us obviously was that we were gonna come on after that game because and do something because like he said, it was a massive game because it had major playoff implications. But that's not what matters right now. Obviously, that's I can't think of anything that matters less than that than a stupid game right now. So
Um, I, I mean, uh, Nolan nailed it on the head right now. We're about 5 minutes into recording. It's 11:04 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday, January 2nd. And here's what we know: Damar Hamlin, I believe he plays cornerback for the Bills. Made a tackle, got up, fell unconscious, hit his head on the turf. We can only suspect a concussion. We know he's unconscious and he's hooked up to a ventilator. His heart is beating, but from what we know, he is not breathing for himself. We are getting word that his vitals are back up to normal, and we cannot do anything other than offer our condolences and our support for both the Bills organization, Damar Hamlin himself, and Damar Hamlin's family.
yeah, there's not much you can do past that. Obviously, I'd say it's in God's hand in a way if you are a religious person. If not, it's up to fate and up to chance, I guess, at this point. We could sit here and talk all day about it, I'm sure, and go around with a bunch of tweets that certain people have sent out. I'm not going to name anyone; they don't deserve that. It's giving them too much credit. So I guess we're going to try to move forward. I don't know if we're going to. I guess I don't know how you can switch topics after that. Because it was a really before this all. I mean, the sports day was quite interesting, really. You had in the Cotton Bowl today, Tulane pulling off one of the biggest upsets probably in history of the New Year's Six, where they beat USC on a last-second touchdown. I'm having a hard time putting together thoughts about this game and anything like that right now, but it was a pretty interesting game. I don't know, Luke. What do you guys say about that?
I'm a pretty big basketball fan, and there, in my opinion, has never been a time ever where I watched somebody drop 71 points in a game, and that was not my big news of the night.
Yep.
So, we are a sports media company, and we do want to talk about sports. Congratulations to Klay Thompson for his 41-5-2 and 7 3-pointers made. That's a heck of a game. Donovan Mitchell put up 71 something and 11. But tonight is still a night in sports where things are happening and people are achieving. Mike Leach had a delay of game memoriam for him in the Mississippi State Bowl game today.
They won 3 weeks to the day of his death.
And then one thing that I want to make sure that I touch on before we wrap on the Damar Hamlin situation is not exactly ESPN, but TV put their broadcasters in a really weird situation today, and I'm not sure how they should have handled it. I'm not sure how I would have handled it, but what they did was put people up there who are qualified to talk about football in a position where there was no football going on and there should have been no football going on. A player's life was at risk, and it was just them talking. I don't know what should have been done there. I think I would have done maybe a stadium shot with no volume. I think I maybe would have done a. I really don't know what I would have done. Maybe a black screen. I don't know, but
let me say too. Let me add to that. I've been watching. Obviously, Scott Van Pelt has been on ever since this game has ended. Almost, but they keep replaying. I don't like the replay of the injury. I don't understand why we're doing that. I will say about that though, if you should definitely give Ryan Clark his comments a visit. That's some sobering stuff right there about football. I've never played a down football in my life, I don't know, Luke. I don't think you have either. I've said before in our posts, in our articles and stuff. I've used the line that I'm an 18-year-old with a laptop and an opinion in sports, but I don't know anything about the risks of football, and Ryan Clark really laid that one out for everyone. So I would recommend giving that a visit, as well as donating to Damar Hamlin's GoFundMe, to his charity. I've already donated myself. I think people need to go do that. The fact that it's got to 1 million whenever the goal was 2,500 is fantastic. It is just incredible, and it shows the good in humanity, I think, in moments like this. So, I one last thing, I guess, for you, Luke, if you want to, and we'll try to get to something a little lighter than this. We've been recording for about 10 minutes now.
Yeah. Hug your family. I know that sounds silly, and I know that's a thing that is a given, but life can change in an instant. I sat down today, same place and time that I always do to watch football, and expected to watch a game that was going to set me off for the playoffs, and ended up, you know, uh, feeling emotions that I don't usually feel while watching football. I don't usually feel emotional during football. If I do, it's passion. And while there was some passion today to check on the condition of an athlete, um, it, it's a it's an experience that I don't think that I'm very familiar with. I would also like to correct myself from earlier. He is not a cornerback. He is a safety. I know that that is his position is not important, uh, but we do want to be as factitious, or is that fictitious? Anyway, we want to have the facts as right as possible. I do apologize. He is a safety, but we would like to send our condolences to him, and that is the amateur statistics scholar opinion on the Damar Hamlin situation.
Yeah, so with that, we're going to leave it at that, because I believe it's the most respectful way that we can leave it. Real quick, we're going to talk about sports stuff, I guess, games and stuff, because that's what we're here to do. This won't get posted like tonight immediately after. This will be posted sometime on January 3rd, January 4th, whenever it is. But, you know, sports is a distraction, ultimately. But anyway, again, like we were like I said earlier, Tulane possibly pulled off one of the biggest upsets in history of the New Year's Six. Beat USC. Luke, I don't know if you watched that game. I did. It was quite a finish. It was insane.
I was very adamant before the game started that the blue wave was
The green
a
wave.
rather green wave. Sorry.
You're so
I've
adamant that
already
you don't even know
disrespected
their
them
name.
enough.
On the lost episode,
So
never forget. No. I need that one soundbite of me and Sam predicting that game to be released. Me and Sam predicted Tulane. Sam's not here tonight, but Luke, you were there. You can back me up on that. It happened. We both picked Tulane.
I did. Uh, so uh, hopefully we'll have a semi-daily show for you all, 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes. Um, we're going to do one of our segments now that we've been waiting on. We're going to do our game of the night, pick from any sport. I personally am going to have to go with the Cleveland Cavaliers game. I just 71 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds from Donovan Mitchell. Uh, Close contender, really, for the Hornets versus Lakers game. I know that that's not a game that was incredible, but LeBron really did play great tonight. The Hornets had an incredible fourth quarter to bring it close. It was hard for me to watch basketball because I was watching the Bengals and Bills actually play football during the first quarter when play was actually in. Um, but that's going to be my basketball game of the night. I'm going to have to go with Penn State versus Utah as my football game of the night. For the Rose Bowl, I thought they played great. Congratulations to Penn State. Uh, They played well. Congratulations to Utah. You all played well. Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers have my game of the night.
Yeah. So my game of the night for basketball is Rutgers and Purdue. Rutgers for the second time in a row, actually, since when they faced the number one Purdue, knocked off the number one team in the country tonight, 65-64. Rutgers is tough, man. They're really tough team. I have a lot of respect to them. Uh, they didn't take a crazy shot really tonight either. I mean, they had them. They had them pretty much the whole game, I thought. So, congratulations to Rutgers. It was a fantastic game for them. Football, I'm going to go again, Tulane and USC. It was just a really fun game to watch, especially the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was madness. Again, probably one of the biggest upsets in history of New Year's Six. I mean, I don't think anyone had Tulane winning except for me and Sam. But they pulled it off. They beat the Heisman winner. You beat Caleb freaking Williams and Lincoln freaking Riley in Dallas in the Cotton Bowl. And probably set yourself up as a program to be one of the top group of 5 programs going forward with that, if not the top. So, congratulations to
I know that I know that this didn't happen tonight. As a program, we would also like to congratulate both Georgia and Texas Christian University.
Yeah, we'll hang on to that. We'll hang on to that
bloodstream.
because I believe tomorrow we can record. I'd like to record something about that on a less depressing, sad night. But like you said, congratulations to them. Those were 2 fantastic games. Who would have predicted TCU?
Everybody
Georgia?
would like. I would have predicted maybe Michigan, Georgia, or maybe Michigan, Ohio State. Never TCU.
Mm-mm. So we can, like I said, we'll record that on a less depressing night, but some really good
Everyone, we
sports.
want to thank you all for watching. This was not an easy day or time or event to record, but entering the new year, we want to produce a lot of content, and a night of recording content is a night of recording content. This is not what we wanted to cover. We wanted to cover a great game, hard-fought game with no injuries. We wanted to cover incredible sports plays and moments for you all, but it doesn't always work like that. For episode 1 of the Amateur Statistics Scholars podcast or episode or whatever we're going to title this, we really haven't discussed that. But as for now, we'd like to thank you all for watching. We hope you tune in the next time that you see we've posted. We hope you like. We hope you subscribe. We hope you click the link in the bio and donate to Damar's GoFundMe. We believe it goes to toys for his community. It doesn't really matter what it goes for. It has Damar's name on it, and that's a way we can help him out from home. Being 2 teenagers with laptops, any way that we can help, we would really like to. And we appreciate you all for watching. For myself and for Nolan Fleming, thank you all, and we will see you next time.
This has been Amateur Statistics Scholars. Have a nice ass day.